Hi, everybody. I just want to welcome you all, and I want to welcome Jimmie and Tommy. And we're all in a partnership where we're creating something beautiful. And we want to talk about that today. And we want to talk about what Ascension really is today, because I don't feel like everybody totally understands that. So we're going to really get into it. And we're also going to get into a short meditation for the nervous system because we're all being affected right now. And the nervous system is definitely taking a hit at the moment. So we're going to do those things. And I want to just welcome you all for that. So really thinking about what your vibration is, what your frequency is extremely important for Ascension, because Ascension is actually about your own energy. And we're going to talk about that because I think all of us are on our own path and we all have a different pathway that we're going through. So if you're going through the forest, everybody's taking a different route because we've all had our different experiences, our different traumas and stuff. So what we're doing in Ascension Mastery is helping with tools so that you can get further and further down your path. And then we're also doing something if you have a purpose that involves others, that you want to create something for the world. And those tools are also being presented and given in Ascension Mastery. So I want to talk to Jimmie about how he's feeling with his own ascension process.
Sure. And first thing I'm going to do is show this beautiful image. There we go. Understanding Ascension. So let everybody see that beautiful image. And just to add, what Sister Honey was talking about, step into your power, the community in the Ascension Mastery is also this incubation chamber for the new earth and all of the things that are being birthed around the new earth. So if you have something that you're getting and you're getting the download, you're getting the discernment, and your soul's in alignment, you're in alignment with the divine, that this is what you're supposed to be bringing to the new earth, this will be a place where you'll be able to share that in the Ascension Mastery and also make it a reality once it goes through the process of, do we all feel this is in alignment with the new earth and it's going to be good for the people on the planet? Because we always are about the love for Mother Earth and the people, humanity in general. But Sister Honey, getting back to your question about how I'm feeling during this whole ascension process, it's interesting because there's things that I have, besides my energy, besides that increasing tremendously, and those who've been watching our episodes and are in the community, thank you, love you all very much, and love all of you that aren't also. But you've noticed that I go back and forth from Austin, Texas to Dominican Republic and Las Terrenas. So I've really been working on what Sister Honey talked about, that frequency, that energy, making sure all my energy centers are, flowing, they're in the perfect frequency and they're flowing freely and easily and abundantly. But at the same time, everything that I've been putting off for years that I need to deal with is coming to the surface over and over and over and over again and again and again until I actually deal with it. And I am dealing with it and, working on making sure that I'm dealing with all of these things that's been coming up over the years, but now it's at a certain frequency. Mother Earth is ascending, so we're all ascending, but because we all live on Mother Earth. So you're going to deal with this stuff. I'm dealing with it. Sister Honey's dealing with it. Tommy's dealing. My son Tommy. Everybody's dealing with it. Just deal with it, because if you don't, it's just this thing that's going to come back and forth. It's happening to me. I see it. I have people. It's interesting. It's almost like the whole population, the majority of planet Earth, are going through the dark night of the soul. Mm-hmm. And it's, some people that have been working on themselves for many decades, we're going through things, might not be as intense as the dark night of the soul, but it's it's similar, but a lot less. But we are definitely going through this all. And my personal walk is I'm again working on, my garden and weeding the garden of life, making sure that everything that's in my life, regardless of where it is in my life, is feeding a positive frequency, and that I'm feeding, a positive frequency to the light. But it's exciting. I mean, I'm excited, but the last few days have been very interesting with the energies. I've gotten dizzy, and we're all getting upgraded. Back to you, sister.
Yeah. How about you, Tommy?
Yeah, I've been dealing with a lot of stuff with the Ascension process. I wanted to talk a little bit, Sister Honey, about some tips for Ascension. These are just my personal tips. I wrote out my 8 favorite things for you guys. Number 1, staying hydrated. pH water helps the body. It helps to move new light codes. Everything, our body's 72% water. So, the moon has an effect on the tides, our body. Meditate daily. Focus on your breath and heart coherence. And most importantly, make sure you're eating live, organic fruits, vegetables, stuff that's alkaline. You want to get your body very alkaline. That helps with the Ascension process because we're all energy, frequencies, and vibration. And limit the negative media, all the negative frequency, because we are frequencies. So that matters, right? And when I'm doing my meditation, I like to listen to the healing frequency music, which we have on stepintoyourpower.com, our free spiritual community, which that link is down in the description. 432 hertz is a really good one. 528, 963 hertz. These are really good ones for resetting your body. And common Ascension symptoms we might be feeling: pressure or ringing in the ears. That's a big one. Fatigue or sudden bursts of energy. The beginning of this Ascension, you'll start to notice repeated synchronicities. The numbers, right? You'll start to see the 1111, the 333, the 222, vivid dreams, maybe change in appetite or sleep. These could be some things. Sometimes it's not the easiest thing to deal with, but that's why we have these things over at Step Into Your Power and this amazing community to help you through this process. And Pops, I noticed you've been really seeing the synchronicities lately, huh?
It's incredible. I mean, more happens in a day now. 5 years ago, that wouldn't have happened in months. What happens in a day, and even weeks ago, I still got a lot, but nothing like what I'm getting now. And that's the reason why also in the community, and the community is 100% free, brothers and sisters, 100% free, and it gives you everything you need in order to help you increase your frequency, move through these secret stages after you take your secret quiz to see where you're at and what do you need to utilize. But in the guided updates under the welcome side, you'll see the sacred numbers. And I myself use that document, that article all the time, because I'm getting all these numbers and I'm getting it in sequence, and then I'm getting some more than others. And I'm really looking at the communication that's happening from the divine to me. And these numbers are part of it, regardless of what anybody says. Meditation is not evil. It is a necessity, and these numbers are speaking to you. Are you listening? And you need to listen. But I'm seeing it, and I'm excited. I mean, son, that's great, the list that you're giving them, because everybody's got to be feeling that. Everybody's got to be having that happen to them, because even with the years I've got involved in this, and Sister Honey, we're still getting hit.
Yep.
So, and you are too. So
Yes, sir.
Exciting.
Everybody's got a human body, and the human body is upgrading. The solar activity is extreme. We're in the middle of a major energetic shift. And I think as this plays out over just the next few days that we're going through, it's going to become even more apparent that people need assistance or need awareness of what's going on. And that's what we're here for, is to create a bigger awareness, because it's not just the few that are going to ascend. It's all of us that are going to ascend. And we're here to do that together as a community. And anything that we can learn together and create together, whether that's just a conversation, like some people will be going through their ascension process and they will do it more in a solo manner, but with friends, but not necessarily doing things for others, except for emoting their own beautiful frequency. And others will be doing things, projects, businesses, creationary things that they want to contribute to the change that we're making. And the people that are not doing something physical, they're doing something energetic. So if that's you, it's worth just as much. And I think we need to remember that. But really having the tools and having the support to go through it in a more streamlined way, because it's not been an easy process over the last 5 years. It's been pretty intense. And I do believe that the last 5 years have been really the trigger point for ascension. And we've come through so much. And now we're basically getting to the point where everybody is realizing that they're a sovereign being. They're starting to tap into their intuition, and they're starting to actually listen to it more. And the gifts that are coming in are kind of amazing to people, and they don't necessarily trust it completely yet. And that's what the community is for, is to learn about your gifts, to learn about how the whole ascension process is working. And that's just coming from people who've been doing it in a more conscious way, like sharing. And everybody will be sharing with each other. Nobody is less than anyone else. Everybody is equal in this process. But some of us have chosen to have that purpose of talking about it more and showing the way. And somebody else might show the way in new construction in the new world. They might show the way in new clothing in the new world. So all of those things are extremely valuable. And what we're offering, I think, is very valuable, because it's a safe space to be as upfront with as many things that are happening to you as are happening. Like, people are seeing things, they're becoming aware of the astral plane, they're having dreams that are actually from the true reality. Like, this is a construct that we're in. It's a learning experience, but this experience is for humanity. So I think it's really beautiful what we're doing right now. And I'm excited to see more and more people in there, because the more people that are really paying attention to their own process and actually doing it every day are going to help the whole world.
Yes. Yes. And I want to read something. It's interesting. Maybe I'll just show it, which probably would be better to show real quick. Hold on one second. Let me plug into.
Could I add one thing while you're doing that, Pops?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead, son.
What you said, Sister Honey, about even the people that are just working on their own vibration and their self, that's a big thing, you know, because they're going to have an effect on people next to them and their family members, which is going to have a ripple effect. So even if you're just working on yourself, that's a huge thing. And the cool thing about stepintoyourpower.com is there's a community. You can find people that's close to you in your neighborhood. So it's really cool. It's cool to see people become friends over there and build relationships and go through this ascension process together.
Yeah, I want to share something from Sister Nancy here. This is a post, and you'll see posts from myself and from Sister Honey and my son Tommy, and then all the other brothers and sisters that are within the free community. It's called the Circle, where you can post positive things and also chat. But if you read what she says here, and then you get down to the bottom, I really believe that is from being in this group and being part of Ascension Mastery. It really has been a very bright light in my life. Many blessings to you all. So, and is that showing, or did that show, or did that not show?
No, but that's great.
Okay. Hold on. Boom. Oh. There it is. There it is. So you can see it here. So I want people to understand that this is a wonderful human being here, and beautiful posts going up from Sister Honey, myself, and my son Tommy, and other people that are part of Ascension Mastery, other guides that they're in training. And what's great about Ascension Mastery is that you are literally helping support the free community for less than $1 a day. So I believe, in some things, I believe that I need to give my energy, which part of my energy is my finance, my money, that the divine creator has me stewarding, and stewardship is important, because when you give to the right places, what you get back is extreme. And when you have a community together like what we're doing here, over 6,500 members now in the free community, and the Ascension Mastery is growing. We're just now coming out. This is the very first one we're doing of these Ascension Mastery sessions that we're going to be doing publicly, that are going to be right now 2 a month. But when you read what Sister Nancy says, and this is just a drop in the bucket of what's going on in the Step Into Your Power community, and the kind of blessings and healings and support and love and prayer and all of that that's happening, the 3 lives that we have within the free community that are in the collective prayers, the portal is open, the energy body reset, and then all of them being in there to where you can go back in. Hold on, let me just move off that stage real quick. And you can go, and this is, of course, I like mine, so my eyes, so I always use that version of it. But when you go in here, the power portal, where you're going to be doing most of your gathering in the circle, we have the events. We have where the posts are and the chat is. My son was telling you about members near you. You can see all the members near you. You can have your online support. You can have your offline support. There's so much here, so much here. And when you come in here, you just go through begin here and spend 1 hour and 15 minutes of time, whether you're breaking it up or not, that's okay, and learn this community and learn these portals within it. And we call them portals. It's called, they call it collections, but we call them portals, and learn these different portals within the site to inside the community to help you. Because when you get in there and you start digging in and you see what's happening in there and how it's helping people increase their frequency and deal with all this stuff, I mean, that's the whole purpose of it. And then some of those people want to become Ascension Mastery members because they want to be involved in the sacred projects. They want to be involved in New Earth. They want to actually help support the free community because they understand about giving and getting, right? When you give to the right places, you get it back 100-fold. And there's nothing more important in my life. I'm shifting my whole business situation. And again, I don't say this to be braggadocious, but the divine has given me enough to steward that I can retire today at 60 years young and live a beautiful life. But I'm not here for that. Sister Honey's not here for that. My son Tommy's not here for that. We're here to help all of you go through this the best way that you can go through it. We're all dealing with stuff. We're all having things happening, but that community, even for myself, and I see what Sister Honey says and my son Tommy says, but even for myself, it's helped me so much. Praying for people, loving on people, being involved in this stuff. It's helped me personally a lot.
Mhm.
Me as well. It's helped me personally on my own journey. And in the so we have the free part, guys, on stepintoyourpower.com, which again, that link is in the description. And then you'll see below that where you can join the Ascension Mastery membership. That's the one my dad's talking about, less than $1 a day, where you get the 3 hours of training. And I also do some teaching, personal blogs over there in the integration circle. It's just an amazing place. I've met some really, really good people. I
Beautiful
look forward
people.
to seeing Honey's videos every day, what she's into, and what's going on in her life and what she's dropping. It's awesome. Not to have to go through it by yourself. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the whole point of it. And I think a lot of us have known for a while and felt pulled. And I can really see this in maybe generation, what is that? The millennials. I can
My
really see this in the millennials. They want to get back to the land. They want to have community. And that's what this is about. Like someone has to start creating it. And that's going to be these people that join this. And yes, they may do it in a different way, but you're going to get a lot of input from a lot of very spiritually aware people in Ascension Mastery. And you're also going to get a lot of tools. So there'll be a lot of tools for Ascension and a lot of tools for whatever you want to get started, whether it's a business or a project that's nonprofit. Whatever you want to do, we're there to help you as an individual. And this isn't joining and everybody has to do the same thing.
No.
That has nothing to do with it. This is for everybody to be their own sovereign being and do their own purpose. And it's the tools that you can use to get there and the emotional support that you may need to get there. So that's what this is about. Earth was created for communication. And what better way to communicate than to start to actually get into relationships that are helping others and also helping yourself at the same time. So that's what we're doing with Ascension Mastery. And I think it's going to grow and grow. And we do have 2 lives in there each month. And there will be continuously, we'll be continuously adding to it and maybe bringing other people in that will talk about different things as well. So that's what we're doing in Ascension Mastery. We're very happy about it. And it's grown and changed a lot. So we're excited. And I want to just maybe get into the meditation really quick here for people if they're ready, because I think really engaging the nervous system with planet Earth is going to help quite a bit as we go through this next time period, which I would say will be the most active solar time period that we've had. And also the gifts are returning to people. So that means parallel lives are integrating, all kinds of things are going on. And some of those things may not make sense to you, but the energy does. So maybe we could just take just a moment and then we'll go ahead and just do a very short meditation to kind of calm the nervous system that you guys can do whenever you want.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah, okay. So go ahead and close your eyes.
Okay.
And I want you just to hear the silence for a minute. And as you hear the silence, start to breathe. And I want you to take in that ether energy the energy from the atmosphere and oxygenate your body, but also realize that there's a lot of electrons and there's energy that you're taking into your lungs. And feel that energy expand your own being. And as you do that, I want you to imagine that your feet are on the earth. And if you can, imagine that you don't have shoes on. So think about what your feet look like. And imagine them in the green grass. And then I want you to look up with your third eye. And I want you to imagine that the world is spreading out before you. So maybe you're in a park and you can see the park and then you can see the city. Maybe you're in the desert and it goes on and on and on. And I want you to imagine just spreading your energy out through that as you keep breathing in and out and spreading roots down into the soil that come from your feet. You are the tree of life in this meditation. Take in all the energy that you can from the sun, from the air, and start to really feel your body. And as you've spread out and absorbed the sun, I want you to pull all that energy back into yourself. Take another deep breath. And then imagine that your roots come up into your body and they bring all those nutrients back up. And they go right into the nervous system. And instead of a red color that we would imagine when the nervous system is in fight or flight, I want you to imagine that it turns green and it's calm. And it goes out through your arms and it goes down through your legs and it's through your torso and up into your head. And it's all green. And it's a deep, dark green, like the forest. You are the tree. And just feel that within yourself. And slowly open your eyes. And feel the calm that has come back into your body.
It's amazing how that works. It really does work. And you know, in the beginning when you were saying that, I was seeing red. And then when you told me to go to green, I'd put my head down. And when I came back up, I seen that deeper color green. And that's when I felt the calming feeling, which taps into our heart chakra.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you for that meditation.
Sure.
Some people might think this stuff don't work, but there's scientific proof behind it. If you look into like Dr. Joe Dispenza, Becoming Supernatural, the book me and Dad just read, right? I mean, it backs all this stuff up. And there's nothing evil about any of this, guys. Yoga, meditation, numerology. We've been deceived on that, you know, to keep us away from truly ascending. And I just wanted to add that. Sorry, Dad.
Well, no, I want to talk about understanding ascension. So I want to run through, that again, so people really truly understand it. And first, I want to say that in Ascension Mastery, besides these 3 hours with the training, and one of them is Ascension Mastery Mastermind, where it's business for the soul, from the soul. And we really teach you, whether you're doing a business or you're doing a project or you're doing a nonprofit, how to do it in alignment with your purpose and your soul. So that's really powerful. On top of that, sacred projects are going in there, coming into the new year in 2026. And the only way anyone can participate in them is to be part of Ascension Mastery. The only way someone can bring a project to the table is to have skin in the game. and to be giving their energy to help support the free community where a lot of things are happening. And all you have to do is go in there and see what's happening. And all of these tools we're talking about, even in the free community, really help you with what's going on. Okay, that's really super important. So I want to, go over with you, Sister Honey, understanding Ascension, like, you said to me in the beginning, like, what does that mean to you, Jimmie? And I really want to clarify this for the folks that are watching, this live when it premiere and then watching the recording. But to me, it is me focusing on everything in my life to increase my frequency. Do a column exercise in all the areas of my life, from food to what I'm watching, to what's in my house, to what is in the feeds of anything that I'm looking at. Really weeding that garden and making sure that all of that negative frequency and negative vibration, including the clothes that I wear. You'll probably say, well, Brother Jimmie, why you always get that white t-shirt on? 100% cotton, organic cotton, and that's what I wear. Get used to it. But look at these things in your life and make sure that you're putting on things and putting things in your environment that are in tune with your frequency. The second thing is deal with the things that you need to deal with that are coming up, because Sister Honey just said something very important. You're going to get your gifts back, but you ain't going to get your gifts back until you're ready to have those gifts, until you're ready to steward those gifts. And if you're not working on these things we're talking about, where you're getting everything in your life that's moving your frequency up and nothing that's taking it down, and you're not dealing with these shadows or whatever you want to call them that are coming up, you're not going to get those gifts, because you have to deal with them. You can't have the gifts that are being brought down if you haven't dealt with this stuff and you're not in active pursuit every single millisecond of the day on increasing your frequency by eliminating all these negative things within your life, getting rid of it.
The biggest part of that is being honest with yourself.
Yes.
And we are in the end, we are all one being. And that's why Jimmie says brother and sister. So yes, keep that in mind. We're all one being. And in this little group, we are brothers and sisters soul-wise. Not genetic-wise, but soul-wise. So that's important for people to know. And you're going to start to meet your soul family as you go through this process. And it's so much fun because it feels like home and it's easy. And that's what life is going to become, is easier and easier. But as far as the gifts go, if your ego is in the way, if you feel like you're small and you feel like you need to get things from others in order to create for yourself, if you haven't really realized sovereignty yet and you haven't realized what an amazing being you are, then the gifts can't come in because you're not allowing it. And if they did, it would be like a superhero who didn't know how to use their gifts, so it would be chaos. So the universe isn't interested in chaos. Your soul isn't interested in chaos. We've just graduated out of chaos. So now it's time to really learn who we are and to create this new world together. That's what I see it. Yeah.
And you said earlier, someone's got to begin that process. Like, people are all out here talking about the new earth. Well, what action are they putting behind that to make that a manifestation and a reality? We have to do that. And that's why, Step Into Your Power is such a beautiful community, because you have such powerful spiritual people over there that are working every day to bring this into manifestation. They're working on themselves. They're working with others. They're going through the process. So, it's a beautiful, beautiful thing, because someone's got to bring that into reality. And that's really our main goal.
Yeah, absolutely, Tommy. That is the main goal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to focus on the new earth and the bringing in what we need to bring in with these conscious communities, cleaning up our environment. We have technology already for that can bring the biosphere back thousands of years. When my son, we won't get into details, seeing that technology, couldn't even believe it, what was going on. So we have a lot of tools coming our way to make Earth back into Eden, with the divine, of course, leading the charge, because we're all part of the divine and the divine's all part of us, just like Yahushua said, the Christ, when he was on this planet, very, very clearly, the Father's in you and you're in the Father, and the kingdom of God's within you. Everything's in it. Everything. There's nothing outside of it. So get the support that you need over there in the community. We love you. Come on over and you'll see it. Look at the episodes that we're doing on YouTube too. Every week we do an episode. Once in a while we miss a week because we're traveling or whatever, but check those out. Come in and see what people are saying. You could be there quietly at first. Go into prayer circle, go to prayer requests. Look at what's happening in there.
Yeah.
Look at what's happening in there.
This is the first introduction to community. And it's online, but you can find people in your local area. And that's Earth's purpose, is to give us a place where we can be in community and be in communication with each other without hurting each other all the time, because polarity is going away. So to me, this is a beautiful opportunity to do that. And we hope to see you in there. If this feels like your purpose, if you're ready to step into your own power, then we're really excited to meet you.
Yeah. And guys, please share the show, help others wake up, step into their true power. And again, I just want to remind you that the links are down below in the description. You can also go right to stepintoyourpower.com. And there's a difference between the free community and the Ascension Mastery membership. You'll see that down below in the description. So if you just want to be in the Ascension Mastery membership, you can do that as well. But
that includes, son, don't mean to interrupt you, that does include the community. So the community doesn't automatically include the Ascension Mastery, but Ascension Mastery automatically includes the entire community. So It opens up everything within the community and all of the portals and all of the things coming, which are really exciting.
It is.
Thank you, everybody. We're really excited. We hope to see you soon. Love you.
Love you guys.
Take care.